Hello, I am ASMR Whittle, and I hope I in today's video can help make you feel calm, good, and relaxed, and help you feel better. Take your mind off anything else and just help you sleep and relax. So today I'm going to be doing yet another requested video. I'm going to be doing a soft spoken video where I just talk or ramble about various things for those who enjoy those kinds of videos, and I'm going to use a soft spoken voice today. So before I begin, I hope you had a great day, but even if you're not, at least now you can just take your mind off what has been going on in your day and just focus on this, and maybe that can help improve your day if you haven't had a good day. But if you already had a good day, then maybe this can add to the good day and make it even better. I don't know. Or if nothing else, at least it can help make you feel calmer and more sleepy, maybe. So yesterday I actually met an acquaintance, a friend, and I hiked. I went on a walk, and it was a long walk. I walked many steps yesterday, so I was really tired in my body yesterday. But it was a really nice day. But there was a lot of walking, so I got really tired. Yeah, I had to sleep as soon as I came home. It's probably the longest I have walked since spring last year, I think. Yeah, as you can imagine, I did not film anything yesterday because I was not going to do that when I was that tired. But yeah, so yeah, just looking at the bookshelf by because I'm going to be talking about one of the books on the bookshelf. So afterwards, but we were really lucky with the weather. We got sunny, really great and sunny, nice weather, and even though it's slightly chilly here in Norway in the autumn, even here in the southern part of Norway, which I live, was yeah. Sorry, I got lost on the thought. Even though it was chilly, it wasn't too windy yesterday. It wasn't too much wind. Today was lots of wind, which you may be able to hear on the video. It's powerful wind today, but it's sunny and beautiful today too. The river down in the valley is literally glittering in the sun. I love glittering water. I literally love it. Anyway, it makes me feel so happy and warm. So anyway, so yeah. And by the way, I'm going to add a few facts here. I cannot see the aurora lights in the part of Norway where I live. I live in southern Norway, and you have to go to the northern part of Norway to see the aurora lights. I live far too south in Norway to see the aurora lights, so I usually cannot see the aurora lights for anyone who wonders about that. Also, I'm going to add another fun fact about Norway because I just thought it would be fun to add. In Norway, many people aren't aware, but here in Norway we can actually drink tap water from the spring. We can drink tap water. The water in from the thing on the kitchen sink. You can drink water in Norway, because the Norwegian water is very clean, so it's safe to drink actually. And I add this because I learned just a few days ago that Norway is actually one of the few countries where that is actually possible, which I was not aware of. But but yeah, it's because I have my whole life I've been used to what it's okay to drink water from what I didn't know what in other countries you couldn't do what. So yeah. Anyway, but now I know. Anyway, but that was a powerful wind. It's really windy outside today. Wow. What more? What is the next thing I want to talk about? I want to go to the books. So, recently I actually finished reading the Divergent book series. I finished reading the Divergent trilogy, and I also watched the film adaptations of the books. Okay, so I'm not going to spoil anything, I think, but instead I'm going to just tell my opinions of the books and the films. So Divergent was a great book, loved it. I'll give it 9 out of 10 points. I love Divergent. It was such a great beginning to the trilogy. Really exciting, really fun. I really got into this world. When I read Insurgent, and it was even better. Actionful, and with the revelation at the end. Wow, loved it. And it also gave insight into the factions which we didn't have insight in the first book, as well as the factionless. So that was fun. So 10, I'll give Insurgent 10 out of 10 points. And then there's Allegiant, which you can see behind me. It's a really great conclusion to the trilogy for the most part. I loved the revelation and twists and what we found out, what was located outside of that post-apocalyptic Chicago, where we found out about the world outside, and I loved all the revelation stuff like that. I would have given it 9 out of 10 books if it wasn't for the fact that I was a little meh to the ending. The ending wasn't as great as it could have been. It wasn't the worst ending in the world, but it wasn't exactly the best ending either. And because of that ending, I'll give the book 8 out of 10. But it would have been 9 if the ending had been better. Now I'll also talk about my opinion of the films. So the first Divergent film, I actually enjoyed a lot. Yeah, I enjoyed the first Divergent film. It was enjoyable, faithful to the book, and it also got me into the universe. It made me feel connected to the universe. I loved the film. Mostly, I'll give it 8 out of 10. There were a few flaws, but for the most part, it was a good film. 8 out of 10. When came Insurgent, and to be honest, I did not enjoy that as much. The Insurgent film is far from as great as the book, while the film keeps loyal to the book at its core essence. It changes a little too much. I do not believe that a film needs to be 100% loyal to the book, but Insurgent changes a little too much. It adds things which may not have needed to be added. There are some things it adds which are cool, but other things which are a little... And some characters doesn't get the focus they deserve. And this essentially weakens Insurgent as a movie, but it's at least it was at least entertaining to watch for the most part. And for the most part it was entertaining to watch. And it kept mostly some core aspects of the book. So if you have read the book, there were some familiar scenes in the movies. But it was a mediocre movie, and I'll give it a 6 of 10. Still, Insurgent was still far better than that last movie, Allegiant, but Allegiant Part 1, it was supposed to be the first of a 2-part movie, but the second part never came around because the franchise was cancelled, which I have to say I understand, because I watched the Allegiant movie, and the opening was very good for the most part. It was loyal to the book, but as soon as we entered the world outside, it all fell apart, like completely. it's completely different from the book, and as I said, I don't think you have to be faithful for the book, but this did not work in the movie's advantage, because the story and the setting was so much worse than what was in the book, and it was just chaotic, and it just wasn't good. I'll just be honest about it. I didn't enjoy most of the Allegiant movie, and so I'll give it 4 out of 10. Yeah, I hope that if they make adaptations on the Divergent books in the future, they'll make it a TV series that is more faithful to the books, because I believe that Divergent has so much potential as a TV series or on screen, but the films couldn't capture that potential. I think the only good Divergent movie was the first one, and that's my opinion of it. So then you have my opinions on that, but this is just my opinions, just to be clear. So it's fully subjective opinions. Now, I think I'll also add to before I conclude for today, that I've reflected a little on how it is to be different in various ways. I'm sort of a different person, and I hope that people who feel different in some way or another who watch this can sort of relate, because some of you already know this, but I have autism, and mild autism. I diagnosed with that. And mild autism can, of course, manifest in different ways. For me, it manifests in the way that I don't have lots of friends my own age, aside from my sister, because I've had social anxiety my whole life, so communicating with others on a social level when with strangers are very difficult for me. I mean, I'm very talkative with people I know and in front of the camera, but with strangers it can be difficult at times. Not impossible. I can communicate with strangers and talk to them. There are people who struggle much more than me. I respect that, but it has been a struggle for me at times. Even so, when I had to start doing this ASMR thing, I had to overcome barriers inside me, because it takes courage to launch yourself onto YouTube. I think it does that for more normal people too, but when you have autism, it takes additional courage. But I'm happy I did it. It's been a great experience so far. But autism can manifest in different ways. For some, it can manifest in difficulty with communicating at all with other people. Like some people can't. Some people with autism can't communicate with the outside world at all. Some of these people have high functioning autism, and some people can be like, while some autists can be very social, but they may not have any social anxiety, but they can in turn also be very obsessed about their particular interests. And of course, many people with autism, not everyone maybe, but people with autism have high intelligence. But there are lots of syndromes today. There are ADHD and Downs and autism, of course, but there are lots of things which can make you feel different. There are lots of syndromes and disabilities out there, and ADHD is of course a very common one. I think autism is actually the second most common one, if I'm not mistaken, only beaten by ADHD. ADHD is the first. It's the most common one, is autism after that. I think I may be mistaken about this, but I suspect that. But being different can manifest in other ways. It can just be that your values, your beliefs are different than the values and beliefs of the people you spend time with. Or it can be, for example, that you have a different sexuality, like you're gay or bisexual or something like that. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, and that manifests in some sort of way. Or transsexual, So you're essentially a part of the LGBT community, and it can manifest, and that can also make you feel different. So I think a lot of people today have sort of a thing with that we can feel different from the rest of society, whether it be in one way or the other. But I just want to say to all those people, feel different, whatever it is you're struggling with. I know how you feel because of my autism. I've struggled a little bit myself with that in a lot of my life, wondering about why now I'm happy I am the individual I am, because my different life has allowed me to find a calm and peace I never would have found in a normal life. But I know what before it could be difficult being different, because it meant that I couldn't have the same type of normal life that other people could. But of course now I see that not having a normal life actually has become sort of an advantage, because it allows me to have a daily filming schedule Monday to Thursdays, because I don't have a normal life. Like I don't work or anything like that. And I also of course understand that a normal life can often be very stressful and isn't really just a dream. So I've come to really appreciate who I am and that I have a different life, and I hope that if there are anyone who feel different who watches this, they can also learn to appreciate who they are, and appreciate that the fact that they have different lives gives them a unique experience and insight into things. Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video and just me rambling about various stuff. And I wish you a great sleepy night and a great day, and I wish you all of you guys, I appreciate you so much. Wish you all the best.